All right. Hello. How is everybody doing? Hello, Valeria. I'm just trying to see if this is upside down. So if I have to rearrange something, I can. Let me just see how upside down I am. Yeah, I'm upside down, but that's okay. We can turn it. Let's see if that helps. There we go. My setup wasn't going to work, so I actually had to pull out my Archine mount, and then my lamp decided to fall, broke the light bulb. So yeah, a lot of craziness. A lot of craziness. Okay, I just want to make sure I get a good, like, is that close enough for you all? Is that close enough? Close enough? This is going to be fun and interesting. I can say that much. It's going to be fun and interesting. It's like, yeah, I've got a little less room than I previously had a second ago. Okay, good. All right, awesome. So thank y'all for joining us tonight on the YouTube Hop in place of Periscope Train. This should be fun and interesting. I am going to play with gelatos tonight and make a rainbow card. I kind of did a little bit of prep work ahead of time too, but I'm also going to take you through the steps that I did so it is pretty clear of how it goes. And for those who are new to Kate's Crafty Closet, my name is Tony. Kate's Crafty Closet is a collaboration with me and my daughter, so her name is Caitlin. So that's where the name Kate's Crafty Closet comes from. And we do have a Facebook group, so you can join us in all the fun things we do over there, share projects, do Facebook Lives, and all that fun stuff. So, like I said, I appreciate everybody being here. So let's just go ahead and get started. I'm going to cut down some cardstock from a card base. I'm using Neenah Solar White, 110 pound from a card base, and this is just a trimmer that I had close by. Don't know where my other ones are, so that's grab the ones you got, right? So I'm just going to do a top folding card just because I enjoy making those for some reason. So we got that, and just since this already has a score tool on it, I will go ahead and score it at 5.5. So do my best in finding the mark. Okay, and I'll just score it a few times. Yes, I love our group too. It's like we have an amazing bunch of talented individuals who love to share. And I usually flip it over and then fold in order to get the cardstock so it doesn't break. And this is my Teflon bone folder, which I love, which makes it not get shiny on you. So there is our card base. So we can put that other piece to the side, and I'm gonna put this, stand it right up so I can see it. And so I'm gonna pull out a silicone mat that literally I just had. So let me pull out my silicone mat, and you can see my phone. Wow, you can see my phone in the mat. Oh, that's insane. And you can see the shadow. So let me see if I can remove that shadow. Okay, that's better. I think it's a little bit better. The only thing bad about trying something new out. Did you find your Teflon bone folder or bought a new? I found it. I found it. Is all right. All right. I think I kind of got the. All right. Awesome. I got the shadow out of the way. So this is like a new experience for me. So I apologize for that. No, I did find it. I didn't have to buy a new one. I promise you on that one. So this is just a piece of Ranger mixed media paper But I also, for the end result, I did also use watercolor paper. I did use watercolor paper on the other one. So what I'm going to do, I have some acrylic gesso here that I'm going to use. So I'm just going to shake it up so it gets here. And I'm just going to put a little bit. You can put it on the side or put it directly onto your piece. Depends on what you want to do. Hey Dana. And then I have this silicone brush that you can get from local craft stores and stuff like that. And I'm just going to apply gesso because it helps make the gelatos move easier for you. Like, you don't have to, but you just have to apply a little bit more pressure than you normally would. But I'm just going to use it because I have it, and like I said, it makes it easier. And I'm just going both ways to smooth out as much of the gesso as I possibly can. If you like texture, then by all means you can leave it there. And it's like I'm going to grab some napkins just so I can brush off any excess, and just like I said, you can smooth it out. Okay, so that's an easy. And this silicone brush, I absolutely love this. Thank you, Bobby, for sharing that. So with that silicone brush, I love it. So that's just the gesso part. It doesn't take long to dry, so you can just put that to the side. Like, I'm kind of done with the mat, but I'm hoping you don't see my phone in the live, but I think it is going to reflect my phone in there. But we're going to be doing other things, so we won't let that 100% drive us insane. And I will move the lamp back to the back so we don't have that issue. And we're going to grab one of the pieces that I already gessoed earlier, and they are watercolor pieces. They are distressed watercolor paper is what I ended up using. And what I also did is, at the same time, I went ahead and used, hey Linda, I went ahead and used this MFT stitched rectangle die, and went ahead and cut that out of it. So like I said, there is already gesso on there, and I die cut this using my Vagabond. That way, because I don't have it set up in here for me to do that yet, so that's okay, right? So now we're just going to pull out the gelatos, and like I said, you can get these gelatos from Hobby Lobby, Joann's, Michael's, pretty much anywhere. So I put these in rainbow order at the bottom. So that's exactly how I'm going to grab them. I'm going to grab my red, and I'm just going to go at the top, and I'm going to apply. I'm going to generously apply a little bit, and you can already just remember, you can always go back and add more to this as it after it dries and stuff. So don't stress out about that aspect of it. You can always go back and add more. So that's my orange. Then we have the yellow. This one's a little bit lighter, so you can go ahead and be heavy-handed with that if you want. So I have my yellow. Then I'm going to grab my green, and these are Faber-Castell if you happen to miss that. But I'll link everything in the description below and on my blog post that I'll do with this. It's like red, green, orange, some blue. I did put a little bit too much of the yellow, but that's okay, because this is not going to be our end card anyway. It's a gelato like a crayon, almost like a crayon, but a lot smoother and easily blends with water. So, and you can stamp with it too. Gelatos, you can put them on your stamp, spritz a little water with them, and stamp on your cardstock with it. So it's they're a lot of things you can do with these things. That's what I like about that. Not can just create backgrounds with them, but you can stamp with them. So I'm going to grab another napkin because I'm going to be spritzing some water on this, because we're basically going to get a drip effect. That's kind of what I was going for. I wanted a little, just a fun drip, and I'll keep these out in case I need them. So I had my handy dandy water bottle close by and it fell off, but that's okay, because guess what? We'll grab it. And I'm just going to spritz water onto the gelato, and I'm just going to turn it up like that. And you see how you're getting that drip effect? I apologize for that. Make sure to click on thumbs up to like the video. Thank you for that, Jana. So, and then it's up to you. You just keep playing around, because like I said, you can add more, but see how we get that cool drip effect. And you can go in there with your finger and move it around. As you can tell, I can move this color down some if I want to concentrate it a little bit more and it's not doing what I want it to do. Or add more water, let it drip. And I just put the napkin down there for that. And I want a little bit more of the red to drip. I think I like this. This is cool. So I'm just going to grab my heat tool. This is the Ranger heat tool, not a heat gun. Doesn't get as hot, but this is perfect for this type of stuff. And the gelatos will have a little bit of like a pearlescent sheen to them, and that's what I like about them, because it gives you another dimension. Or you know, you can add some glitter. You know, you can add some ink on 3 liquid pixie dust, which is kind of like one of my favorite things to use when it comes down to my backgrounds and stuff. But that is the liquid pixie dust. But I'm not going to add it to this card. But like I said, you can go back and add more. Like I said, this takes a little bit longer to dry using that, but that's okay. But you can go back and add more. You can move that color if you like it's saying it's a little bit too. But see how easy and smooth it goes just using the finger. It's really awesome. So there is our cool little background. And if, like I said, we want to add more to it, you can go back and add more. So let's just go add a little bit of blue, right? We'll add a little bit of blue and just squirt a little bit of water on it, and we can let it come on down, and we can move it if we want to. Has anybody else used gelatos before? Anybody else use them or want to use them or haven't used them and have them in their arsenal? Let's see. I just love how pretty that is. I really think that's really cool. You have a lot of them. It's like, yeah, that's awesome. I was like, I love them though. It's been a while. Cool. Cool. And I decided that this is the March 1st is going to be a new challenge for me for the rest of March. Y'all know how Tony likes to make backgrounds, and I have like a lot of them. So that is going to be my challenge for March, is to use my backgrounds and make cards. So every day in the month of March, I'm going to do my best to use those backgrounds, just because I know I have so many of them, but I love them. And that's right, March is craft month. That is absolutely correct. So I guess we're going to have a lot of inspiration and stuff going on. I apologize for that. I'm just kind of drying it up. Let's see, that's what you get. So, and thank you for it. You know, the modern television. You know, here is my completed one that is already dry. I like this card. A big die cut word would look great. Yes, that would be awesome. I want to learn how to use them. Awesome. So this is one way for you to use them. I don't know. You probably can't see the pearlescent sheen to these, but in person you can see it. It's depending on how heavy you put it on there. You can totally see it, but on camera you probably really can't see it. So that is my heat tool. going on the floor, but that's okay. We'll let it stay there. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to put a sentiment on there. This is the February release last release from Ink on 3. I want to find the name of it really quickly. It's called Raccoon Hugs, and it comes with a you can get the coordinating die with it as well too. So these are awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and pick the sentiment. I think I'm going to go with "You Stole My Heart" down here and use that as my sentiment on the card. Since I've not used this stamp set yet, so that's perfect. And I'm going to pull out my Stamparatus that I got from Stampin' Up, or actually was sent to me by a good friend. So my magnet is on the back, so I'm going to go ahead and grab my magnet and put it on the card. And then I'm going to pull out "You Stole My Heart" and do my best to place it to where it's not wonky. But you know, I'm good at wonky, and I love wonky because it gives it a little bit of definition. And we may go and add a little heart or two on there, but I haven't quite decided that yet. So we'll see in just a moment. So here we're going to go with that. I think I'm going to kind of go, I think I like it right there. And because this is the smooth side of the water paper, because I didn't want to have to stamp it like 3,000 times in order for me to get a good impression. So I just went ahead and did it on that side. So I'm going to grab some black ink, my black ink pad, which, yes, that did also fell on the floor. So I apologize for that as well. Okay. Here we go. And we might have to do this a couple times, depending on how well it's stamped. And if it's crooked, I'm okay with that. Okay, definitely need to do it a couple more times because watercolor paper has some tooth to it. Even on a smooth side, it has a little tooth to it. So you gotta give it some. All right, so there you go. You stole my heart. That is pretty. That is a nice little sentiment. Okay. That's cool. I like that. And of course, unfortunately, I got a big old black blob. That's not a black blob. That must have been some paper. That was paper towel. So, I am going to go ahead and heat set that sentiment because that is some VersaFine black onyx. So I'm going to make sure it's dry. So I'm going to go ahead and, make sure it is dry. Before we go and do anything else. So is everybody happy that it's the weekend? Happy that it's the weekend? Alright, cool. So I think we're going to go ahead and put heck yeah, I am awesome. We have this little heart that's on here, and I'm going to do my best to eyeball it and see what we can do. Let me try a different ink as well. Any big plans? Any big plans? I don't really have anything going on. I don't really have anything going on, so to speak. So I'm going to bring this ink pad up there closer, and because this is a new stamp set, and I'm not using my stamp tool, I am going to go ahead and grab a blank piece of paper and stamp off a few times just to make sure that I'm getting a good impression. And I kind of want to get an idea of the pressure I think I need to put on there. Okay, I think that's cool. So I think I'm going to go over here on top of that one, which that's cool. And then I'm going to go down here as well. And I think I'm okay with that. So I'll put that back on the block later to make sure. I'm going to scrap room crop. Oh, that's awesome. Going to a scrapping crop. That's awesome. Can't say I've been to any of those ever. I've taken classes, but I've not been to one of those. I'm just making sure it's all dry. Because I'm a little bit afraid that this other one up here is not 100% dry, and it's not. Good thing I decided to go back because I can see a little bit of shine to it, so I know it's not dry. And if I turn that over, I know it would have smeared on me, and I would have been just a little bit upset, but I can see some areas are shiny on that, and that's just because the VersaFine is a pigment color as well too. So I'm just making sure it's all dry. So this is actually cool. I'm having fun doing a YouTube live. I think it's kind of cool. I just got to figure out a better setup, and we'll get there. It's a learning process. So it's a learning process. But it'll be fun in the end, is what I tell myself. It'll be all fun in the end. I just wanted to do a really simple, easy, quick project tonight because I wasn't sure how this would go. And the shadow bothers me. I have ruptured disc and 2 other hernias. Wow, sorry to hear all that. And I like that it's not really buckling on me either, so I'm just hoping that takes care of everything. Okay, so we got that. Apologize for a little bit longer wait than I anticipated. I'm gonna let this fan off and dry for a second, and I'm gonna put some foam squares on there. And y'all know, already know that Tony is generous with them, and because this is watercolor cardstock, you definitely want to put a little bit extra on there anyway, because it will buckle a little bit because it's water on there. And drying it with the heat tool definitely makes it buckle. Do you like the Tim Holtz medium matte? I do. I do like the mattes. I do. I'll have to honestly say I do like it. It's easy to clean and great if you're doing ink smushing and all that fun stuff. And yeah, I do like it. So well worth the wait. And because I think I got it last year at the stamp show last summer, and I know the wait was, everybody was like anxiously waiting for it to come out. So no, I'm perfectly happy with it. So definitely recommend it. If you don't have one, I highly recommend the matte. Well worth the money. Bobby, are you going to go to Expo? I was afraid I would break it. No, it doesn't. No, it's good. It's not a problem. I've not even come close, and I don't always keep mine on my desk either. So I do move it around, and so it does get the possibility it could, but it's no. I've never really had an issue. I know several other people had that here. Are you going to go to Expo in May? Love my Tim Holtz matte, is fabulous. Yep. I love mine too. And I know y'all probably thinking, oh, he is putting way too many foam squares on here. Nah, I'm really truthfully, I really truly am not. I really truly am not. I always like to put a lot of foam squares on my cards. And you know, these are just Dollar Tree ones too, so. The fun part is peeling them off, right? Don't y'all agree the fun part is peeling it off? I actually do not like peeling off the release paper. Can you use crazy foam instead of foam squares? Yes, you can. It's like, yeah, you can definitely use that fun foam from the kids section in the craft stores and stuff in Walmart. Yeah, I've used that before. You can even die cut that fun foam too as well. So yeah, I probably should have used a piece of that, but because I have been like organizing and my craft room is like a disarray, I don't know where everything is at. I'm hoping by the end of 2019, at least I know where I can go in my craft room to find like-minded products. Like, you know, that would be awesome and ideal. It really would be. So I hold hope. I really, truly do hold hope that I will do that. I did accidentally go over the edge on that, so I'm just going to use my CutterBees. Don't really recommend using CutterBees with something that has adhesive. I would use your Tim Holtz scissors because they are coated. To define you and I had already subscribed to your channel. Well, that's weird. It didn't pop up. It didn't pop up for you if you were subscribed and hit the little notification bell. It's like the notification bell is awesome. It's like I might have done a little smudgy on here, but that's okay. I still want to get my hands on your craft room. Yeah, my craft room is something else. No, just so I was on. But that's weird. I got notification because I'm logged in as myself on my iPad, but on the phone to go live, I'm logged in under the Kate's Crafty Closet one. So I did get notification that it was. So definitely make sure that you hit the bell. And most of you all are probably already subscribed. So that's cool. So, but this is fun. I enjoy this. This is fun doing YouTube Live. It's like gotta try to get used to the format because it's so different than the other formats, you know, using Periscope and using Facebook Live. So definitely something different. Plus it seems like on yours and yours I can't leave a comment. You can't leave a comment like on after it goes live. You can't leave a comment because it has to upload. Depending on how long it is, it does take a moment to upload. You know, I don't know where my pokey tool is, but that's okay. So we're almost done. I'm going to finish this up, and I'm pretty sure you can edit stuff out of the live feed too if you wanted to as well. Like I said, it's a lot of stuff that I got to figure out because when I turn this off, my phone is upside down. So, because of the Archon mount the way it is, I don't quite understand how to face my phone the other way, because I don't think you can. Your bell is on. To me, the heat thing about YouTube Live is no trolls. Well, you can get those in here too, though, Karen. You can get trolls in YouTube Lives. Actually, you can get a lot of trolls in YouTube Lives. I guess all depending on the popularity of your channel too. So that probably does make a huge difference. Like since this is like my first time, you know, basically having a video on here, that'd be completely different. But I like the live format. Y'all know I love doing my lives. Oh yeah, you can get trolls in here. That's why eventually I'm going to have to add admins. And stuff. So there we go. And you know, I did this, I really didn't do it wrong. I didn't really want to do a top folding card, but it'll work. So it'll work anyway, because since we did it the opposite way, I'm not going to press it down because I'll never get this right. My cards are always wonky, just like this one's probably going to be wonky because my foam squares are stuck pretty bad on here. Okay. Did it pause? All right, we're back. Gotcha. My phone is about to die. So good thing we're almost done. I'm just going to do my best to eyeball this on here. It was my phone warning me that, but that is the card, you all. And because I made a boo-boo, I have foam squares sticking out the side here. So let's try to pull this back a little bit and fix it. So there we go, we're fixed it, and we can always take our scissors and push it underneath there. So that is our card. I could probably put something on the inside as well, but like, you stole my heart. I think that's a really super cute card. And it's like, isn't that awesome? Makes it look like a bleeding heart because someone stole it. Exactly, you're absolutely right. The bleeding of the paint. Isn't that a pretty card? I really do like that. So this will be fun to play around with. Do backgrounds. Like, you can make them drip opposite ways and all of that fun stuff. So, but I thank you all for being here tonight. And for anybody who's new to the channel, remember, follow me on Pinterest, Instagram. I'm gonna put all that stuff in there. But yeah, look how awesome that is. And join the group if you want to, and check out the website and blog. But isn't that adorable? I'm super loving this. And see how easy that was too? That was an easy card to make. Like a super, super, super easy card to make. Like, you stole my heart. So you're welcome. And like I said, thank y'all again. And we will be back next week. Back on Periscope for Friday night scope trains, and maybe going forward, maybe in the future, we'll do a couple more test runs, and maybe we'll do YouTube live hops twice a month, depending on how everybody likes it. And I know it's hard to switch a format when people are used to things a certain way, but that's okay. We're totally okay with that. So let me go ahead and try to, hello, how are you doing? I'm going to end this broadcast, but I don't know how to do it. So I apologize for that. I'm hoping I can fix that and delete that from it. All right. So thank you all again for being here. I appreciate it. And there we go.